Welcome in, fellow adventurers, and welcome back to Conan Exiles, where our little city is starting to come together. We've got some actual goings on here. I am a little disappointed that so many of our tavern patrons seem to be going into that cave underground, but that's their fault. They don't know how to get here. I mean, other people did it, so that's on them. Not my fault they're dumb. Lots of archers and fighters to hire, but I don't really want any of those. We don't need an armorer because we have Barks at Moon or Howls at Moon. We already have a smelter too. We don't need another smelter too. All right. So I believe we've got stuff making for us to be able to do more walls and such because we want to get that main living quarters set up over here. Gonna get some bark and resin out of these trees real quick. Welcome in, Mother. How are you doing today? Mom says real good. How about you? I'm doing all right. Not getting as much resin this time around as I would like to be getting. All those trees and we only hit 126 resin. The resin is a very random chance whether or not you're gonna get any out of the tree or not. So when you put wood in the dryer, you're guaranteed to get resin, but not as much as you could get from using your pickaxe. So there's a trade-off. Like, yeah, you can get more, but only sometimes. And the other will get you consistent resin, but not a lot. I'm aiming to get like 2,000 wood so that we can put 1,000 on each dryer. Then we'll have to just walk away and let them work for a bit. I should probably also get iron cooking too. I'm sure we're low on nails by now. Sounds like a lot of trees. We honestly just hit 2,178 wood, just like that. So it wasn't too many trees. Yeah, the better your tools, the more you get. And we're working with steel now. Okay, we've got quite a few nails, but we can always do with more. This pickaxe is about to break, so I'm going to go ahead and use an advanced weapon toolkit on it. And then we're going to grab some more iron and get that cooking. Are you going to do another well in your fort, or are you going to take the one you have and just move it? We're going to take the one we have and move it. There is a much larger well that we are capable of making later, but I don't know that I want the large well because it takes up a lot of space, and the area that we have is actually not all that big. So I think we'll just end up taking this one apart and then moving it over there. Ooh, I need more carry food. We are almost out. That honey bread is really good though. It doesn't go bad for 3 hours. That's one of the longest lasting meals I've seen. Like this roasted haunch, it goes bad every 47 minutes. Thank you, my lady love. She has brought me beverage. Mom says maybe when you take the well to the fort, more people will show. No. The game really only has people coming to you because of the tavern. It's its own complete mechanic. And then so long as you have seating for people, then you can have more people. We are generally getting the majority of the NPCs that we can that come through. I think the biggest issue is that they're not all coming upstairs. There's some of them are going into that cave. I don't really like that all of my people that I have are dressed like pirates. We're gonna do stuff to change up everybody's attire eventually. We're gonna have a uniform guard. But I'm not sure what uniform we're gonna go for just yet. Mom says, well, it seemed after you got the well, more people were at the house. It only seems that way because they are now coming out of the house to go gather around the well. They're all the same NPCs that we've had. The well doesn't generate new NPCs. Those are just the people that we already have walking around living their life. So all the well did was give them somewhere new to gather, so they weren't all bunched up on the bed, bunched up on that one chair. Where are we going now, she asks. That is a great question. I honestly am just kind of meandering while we wait for things to cook. I was supposed to grab iron. I totally forgot about that. Let's try to find some more of these NPCs that we are able to headhunt. Because we've only found ones at Seppermaru, and there have to be some closer. There just have to be some that are closer. Oop. Had the camera underwater there for a second. We've really checked all around the savannah area, so we know they're not there. We've circled around one side of the pirate ship, Rock. There could well be more on the other side of the pirate ship, Rock, so we're going to try to get over that way. I could gather up this iron while we're here. Why not? This is a cool little area that you could make a residence out of. Just put walls and a door on both sides and then fill it up. There's more iron right there, but I'm actually going to leave it alone because I don't want to end up over encumbered while we're away from home. Mom says, I would think if you closed up a tunnel, you would make enemies for sure. That can be true. There are some tunnels that are very widely used, but that specific one is kind of out of the way. Not many people go there. Go there? I don't know why I said it like that. Not many people go there. Not many people go there. That's a lot of pirates. Come on, let me get you, let me get you, let me get you! Not you get me, I get you! I promise, I'm the hero of this story. You should let me win the fights. Oh, that was a fantastic counter to my lunge. She just kicked me in the face. There we go.
Can't believe it. Killed
We'll take these earrings. I could see one of my NPCs wearing some earrings. One of my dancers. I got fight music, but I don't see why. That's why. Hiya! It's a pretty night, Mom says. Yeah. Watching the moon rise over the pirate camps. It's a very bright night too, so we can see pretty well. I feel certain that there have to be another group of these Hitani for us to go after that aren't just the one group of Sephiroth. Like, there has to be more. I just don't know where they are. This lady is interesting.
Watch your shadow, Cully. You've not the saltwater stagger of the regular fools who come seeking the blade of the Butcher of Khwarazim. So we'll talk, if you keep your distance. Come to gawk at the captain who lost her ship and her crew? Twice the captain, and twice the exile now, thanks to those mutinous dogs. I put the salt back in their blood, and this is how they repay me? Treacherous bastards. The Black Hand only exists because of me! When I was exiled here, like the others, I was adrift, directionless. They burned my hands before they cut me loose. Burned them into the twisted flesh lumps you see today. I had to learn everything anew. How to eat, how to fight, how to survive. Make no mistake, exile, this place is a crucible. We are being shaped and molded to some malevolent plan. On the Vilayet, I always knew our heading. There was always another Turanian sail to burn, another fortune to be won. But here, I needed a new course. There were rogues aplenty. Barackans, Zingaran freebooters, and members of the Red Brotherhood. Exiles all. I gathered them together, and I offered them a promise. If we could work together, I would find us a way back to the ocean. And that is how the Black Hand began. The rules of the Red Brotherhood allow any crew member to challenge the captain. I tried to keep the same tradition in the Black Hand. Any who could best me could take my position. Mutinous cowards didn't even try. They just waited until I was asleep, then chained me to the hull. Never trust a pirate. Especially if his name is first mate Athelas.
Never trust a pirate, especially if his name is first mate something something. He's out there on that rock ship. We can fight him.
Look, I don't really do treasure maps, as a rule. But there is something in the ruins of that city. A room, but the floor looks like a map. And embedded in that floor are gems. My bracelet was glowing like witch fire, and all of the gems on the floor were lit up to match it. I don't hold with sorcery, so I got my crew out of there, after we tried to pry up a few of the gems, naturally. Come to gawk at the captain
now
who
she's
lost
on
her ship
repeat.
and her crew? Twice the captain, twice the exile now, thanks to those
So she's the reason that these Black Hand pirates are all banded together and working together and everything. But then they mutinied against her. This area is going to be kind of difficult to clear out when I can't fully see all of my enemies. Okay, good. The sun's coming up. Perfect timing. Perfect timing, sunrise. Oop, oop, oop.
Dance for me now, or you swing for me later.
Almost got the one. Oh, I needed that execution for the health. That's okay.
You'll dance for me now or swing for me later.
Put your weapons up.
Okay, we came through that a lot better than I thought we were going to, honestly. I didn't even need to use a health potion. And we got some new band-aids. A bunch of booze. We'll leave that. This right here unlocks the recipe for the Dogs of the Desert's armors and the hyena fur stuff, which I do like the chest piece of. Ooh, free beds. I am looking to make it my inn soon. Let's take some beds. We'll bring those with us.
Kill the others. Go You'll dance for me now, or you'll swing for me later.
Boop. Oh. They're getting really good at kicking me in the middle of my lunge. I don't appreciate that. Ow, ow, ow. Welcome in, Harley Quinn. Ow, ow, ow. Welcome back to Conan Exiles, where we're pretty much just killing time while I wait for some things to cook before we go build up our city some more. But while I'm at it, I'm trying to find this particular sort of bad guy group that I haven't been able to find anywhere except in one location. There's got to be more. There just has to be more than the one group of them. There's supposed to be a huge event going on, and I'm only finding the one group of guys. That can't be right. We're gonna go climbing rocks we don't normally climb, checking places we don't normally check, because if they're not in the places that I've been, they've got to be places that I haven't, right? Right. How are you, Harley Quinn? I hope your day is going well. We basically just came back where we were. Harley says, I'm good, thanks. How are you? How's Medusa? Medusa's doing well. She is right next to me. She is on her phone doing book things. She is always doing book things. She's been putting so much work into that. That's my house there. So I've come full circle. Let's try down along this bit of the water. We never really go down that way. Do I have that dance? I think this is it. It's one of these two. So yeah, I've already got that dance. There's a lot more iron down here, but again, I'm not going to get it because I don't want to over-encumber myself right now. Welcome in. There's some right next to our house. Yes! It's exactly what I was hoping to find. When I heard the guy yell, I was like, that's weird. There's usually never guys down here. It's exactly who I'm looking for. That is a huge win for us.
Curse you!
They are so stupidly close to my house. That one's messing me up with her short sword. Uh-oh. There we go. This fight's ours now. I knew they had to be closer to home. I did not dream they would be this much closer to home. Home is literally right up that waterfall right there. Where's the waterfall? Yeah, there it is. Right up that waterfall, that's our house. That's how close they are. That's going to make farming them very easy, very fast for us now. Nice. We'll be able to get that outfit. Because the place to turn them in isn't far away either. Now, this area is called the arena. You have to get all the way into it. There's a lot of passway through there with giant snakes and skeletons. The area itself will corrupt you. And then when you actually reach the heart of the arena, there's the undead dragon to do battle with. But there's also the armor recipe for dragon bone armor and weapons. But you have to be level 60 to do them anyway. So I'm in no hurry. Bless you, my lady love. Did you hear that? That was the death of a spider nearby. Get that iron cooking. Dismantle these weapons and armor pieces that I'm not going to use. Save the earrings from my dancer, one of them. Let's see who gets the earrings. Misha, our pole dancer. The lady dancer that we haven't named yet. Or Danyo the seductive. I think the seductive gets the earrings. There you go, buddy. Put those on. He's not holding still, so they're hard to see, but he's got them. So last time we got like 300 for the heads, which was a lot. Let's see what we get this time. $235. Less than before, but still, it feels like we're getting a good bit when the armor recipe that I want only costs 2,000. Put away these beds we're carrying. So we're up to 660. We need at least 2,000 for the basic stuff, and then any extra for additional goodies. My main goal is that one that's 2,000. But I think there was another part that I wanted that was like 500. I can't really remember. We'll figure it out. Let's pop on up to the cage and see what we can get for a thrall out of the cage. I keep meaning to go get iron and then I get myself sidetracked. Ooh, that's a big demon one. I'm gonna leave that guy alone. The demon rock nose hits harder, has more health, and doesn't stagger when you fight him. I'm gonna try to stay away from that one. We've killed them before. They're not impossible, but they are a pain. And not really worth the trouble, in my opinion. Not bad. They didn't even touch me. Another set of earrings. Get all my dancers their hoop earrings.
Watch your flanks. Me and me mates are thick as now, or swing for me later. Pokey, pokey, mate.
Me and my mates are thick as thieves.
Sometimes we cut through them real quick and easy, and other times they give me real problems. This time, it went quick and easy. There's nobody in the cage. That's so unusual for us. There's always someone in the cage. It's empty. I really like how that looks from a distance. Even though there are a couple of gaps in that awning that we're doing around the top, I still really like how it looks from a distance. Now see, I have that fence that goes all the way around, and with the fence, another player cannot climb over the fence. What the fence does is pokes you when you're trying to climb up it, and will send you falling back down. You cannot recatch the wall. So if you build your wall really, really tall, and then set a fence along the top, any enemy player who tries to climb in and then hits that fence would just fall to their death. But what we've done is build our house right up against this rock formation. And so if I were an enemy player, this is how I would get in. Of course, then you have to contend with all the NPCs inside, have to fight them and do battle that way. But that's what you plan to do when you raid in an enemy base. So for player versus player stuff, do not build right up against the rock wall like this. You want your base wide open and tall walls. Mom says it's got good camouflage. I don't know, it does stand out because it's a lot of wood on the rocks. If we were using the same as our little hut has the really good camouflage. Like that guy. If you approach that from just the right side, you can barely tell that it's there. It would just kind of blend in with the rock wall behind it. Which, when I would go into player versus player servers, I would make very small houses for myself in areas that really you would have to look at it in just the right way to even know that my house was there. I'm all about the stealth basing when I play on other people's servers. Okay, we've got a lot of stuff thrown in the dismantling bench. I'm going to keep the bowl and the decanter and the mug. All that can get dismantled and become iron for us to make more nails out of. We'll just kind of watch this and wait for it to all finish, and then we'll start making more nails, and then we'll grab what nails and wood we do have ready right now and go see what we can do with it. I was saying at the end of our stream yesterday that I thought I was going to put the well in front of the tavern, but now I'm thinking when we make the inn, we should have the well be kind of in between the tavern and the inn, because that'll be more central to the whole city and not just the tavern. Oops. What did I do? What did that button do? I dropped them. That's not what I want to do at all. That was kind of scary. I almost threw away all my nails. That would have been horrible. Okay. So I remember what I was kind of thinking about doing, of drawing that line across and building off of that. And I still think that I want to do that, but different. Yes, but also no. Because I want a line across, but I want it my way. Okay, this is going to make the area very small. Greetings, how goes the build, says Dave. Dave, welcome in. Welcome back to Conan Exiles. We just got back from running around, letting stuff build up so that we could get to work. And of course, now it's nighttime and I'm going to have to build in the dark. But things are looking pretty good from when we left off. The tavern is jumping. I'm going to give you these earrings. She needs a name. What should we name our Zamorian Dancer 2? Dave says, I like your tavern. Thank you. I'm quite happy with how it turned out. Okay, so like all I did was set foundation all the way around the cliff edge, and it's a big wonky shape, and I'm like, I'm just gonna see what I can do with this big wonky shape and build in it, and I'm actually so far very happy with how things are turning out. I like our shop here. I like how the shape of the shop turned out, which at first I was very upset with it, but you know, after we turned that back area into stairs and we got this part figured out, I'm actually really happy with it. I'm going to hang some torches along this area, along this bit of roof, and then have armor display sets up front like this so that there, you know, you can go window shopping. This little area over here that leads out to our back door, I feel like I should do something with this, but I'm not sure what. But the next big build is going to go right here. It's going to be our inn and living quarters and everything, and it's going to be probably the biggest piece of work we do out here. Oh wait, I need everything to face the same way. Okay, it is facing the same way. Lucky. Yeah, but see, once it gets over here, now it doesn't face the same way anymore. I have to just let it be. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine, because we're not going to really see it anyway. We're going to have walls. This is all going to be closed off. Now, what I do know is that all of this is still the same elevation. So, even though these pieces don't want to fit together quite right, they are all the same height. Dave says, I also build in a strange area. It's the best. You want to build where no one else does. It'd be like, I've conquered this land. I took the place no one likes, and now it's the best in the land. Okay, so what I actually intend to do with this is this building is not necessarily going to touch that upper wall area like my other buildings do. So it's going to be allowed to be its own shape. The idea is to build higher. Dave says, I made my base part of a rock formation near the pond near the Sentinel statues. So down over this one? Not this one. This one has the giant crocodile, doesn't it? You wouldn't build by the giant crocodile. That's a bad neighbor. You don't want bad neighbors. He says, yes, I built near the huge rock. It's just inviting trouble. You weren't lying when you said you built in a weird area. On top of that rock. Oh, okay, I see. Okay, So the foundation is mostly here to work as support, because what we're going to do is build a double flight of stairs up, and then everything is going to be elevated so that it doesn't have to bend to the shape of this. It can be its own design. Where do I want the front door to be? Okay, let's see. We're at the tavern, right? Oh, we're having a drink at the tavern, and we're tipsy, and I just want to get to bed. I just want to get to bed. Oh, I'm out of the... I'm going to come off kind of sideways. It's not... Because I'm not thinking right. There we go. There's our entrance right here. Right there. Except it's going to be 2 stories. I said all that. I said all that, and then I'm not doing it. There we go. So we're going to need a lot of under support. So I'm just going to throw down pillars like all over the place here. Gonna need more in the middle. The thing is, we're not really going to see these. These are just going to be there to help the building stay standing. That ought to do it. Put most of our stuff into just that. I think I need to build further out, because this is not going to be a big enough building. I do want it to go more up, but I want a lot of room. So I think I need to build more out that way, but there's plenty of space to do so. Who is that? Walking around half naked into my tavern. Hello, Madam Half Naked. Nobody I can hire, so I guess it doesn't matter. That didn't even look like the same lady, honestly. Did she maybe teleport up above? We do have seating up there. No, she did not. But that didn't even look like the same lady. Oh well. It's fine. Maybe from a distance I was just not seeing her correctly. It was an illusion. A mirage. It was you. Yeah. You teleported from there to the date night corner. You're here in the date night corner by yourself. I hope your date shows up. I've seen a lot of people get stood up. To be fair, they all seem to be going into the cave underneath, so that I'm not sure how they get their directions mixed up like that, but it does happen. Dave says she was looking for me. I'm not one to step on someone's dreams. Will say you're absolutely right. Let's go out to here. Oh, I need more wood. This is going to be a very interesting build for me, and I'm not positive that I'm going to make it work quite the way I want. Mom says you keep talking about a cave underneath. Where is that? Let me show you, Mother. So, directly under this tavern, there is a cave. In fact, directly under our whole city here is a cave. Somebody's trying to shoot arrows at me. So see right there, that's this big giant cave entrance. Here's somebody who didn't go into the cave. He's on his way around. Good job, buddy. I'm glad you found the right way to go. And there's our city right above it. Dave says I'm going to share a couple of crazy shots of base in Discord. Please do. Ow, that spider messed me up. So the last time we came down here, there were 3 dudes just walking right into this wall here instead of finding a way up into the city. But yeah, our city is right on top of a cave that is full of spiders and brimstone. And before the game introduced the dismantling bench, really the only way to get steel was to make steel fire, which you need brimstone for. But ever since they introduced the dismantling bench, I get my steel by breaking down old people's weapons. Old weapons from people, not necessarily old people weapons. They can be of any age, the person. So many spiders. We gained a level killing all those spiders. But then once you get deep enough in, it stops being spiders and starts being undead. The undead always drop very random things. This is some gray lotus powder. Sure, we'll take that. Why not? This one's got an advanced armor repair kit, more gray lotus powder, and some volatile glands. This one's got gray lotus powder and some fur. They've all had gray lotus powder this time around. That's interesting. Now there's 2 more skeletons in here, but they're archers, so I got to be careful with them. Oh, that one dropped some nails. We'll definitely take those. Hitting him up against the wall like this is not doing our sword edge any favors. Some seeds for stuff that we could plant if we want to do that. I'll go ahead and grab those. Now in here is a much harder to kill skeleton. And apparently he's got a pet spider too. I'm gonna try. I don't have good faith that I can kill this thing, but we'll try. Oh, he's got lots of friends in there, in fact. And so long as I keep them stuck here in the doorway, we can win this fight pretty easy. The 300 method. They're in that narrow corridor, their numbers will count for nothing. Oh my gosh, there's so many of them. Even though there's so many of them, we're still cutting through them pretty well. Oh, that one made it through. That one made it through. They're not usually smart enough to do that. He dropped some black lotus powder. Where'd the big guy go? Oh, he's right there. He's looking, but he's not coming over. Trying to harvest all these corpse bodies so that they all go into one big pile of stuff. So that way I can harvest their goodies all at once. Of course, now we're over encumbered because I've got all this putrid meat that I don't need to be carrying. Heavy padding lives up to its name. This is super heavy stuff. Yeah, once we drop all of it, I'm not encumbered anymore. So I guess I just won't take that with me, which is too bad. They said this is Conan, not Sparta, mind you. Right, right, but I mean... I can't remember the famous quote that Conan says about what is good in life. I can't remember it right now. I want to say it, but I can't remember it properly. Man, they are messing me up. There we go. I don't move as well as we used to now that I'm so weighed down. Oh, Medusa remembered it. It's crush your enemies, see them driven before you, and hear the lamentation of the women. That's what Conan says is good in life. Crush your enemies, see them driven before you, and hear the lamentation of their women. Oh man, they keep getting me in this corner and I can't move. Give me a chance to fight back, you jerks. Oh man, they are going to kill me and there's nothing I can do about it right now. There we go, there we go, there we go. Woo! It's a good thing they don't hit hard, because that hurt. Dave says, I was waiting for you to kick one of them into a hole. I would if there was a hole here to kick them into. He has so many friends in here still, even after all these people we've cleared out. Bet my sword is just about to break too. Yup. Thank you, my lady love. She made me some wraps. Not that kind of wraps. The food kind. There's still so many. I can't win this fight. I just can't win this fight. I'm gonna call it here. I can't do this on my own. The one bigger skeleton there, that is a Serpent Man skeleton. And he is not something I could take on my own most times anyway. And then for all of that, there's nothing super awesome in that area. Unless they've recently added something to it, because they have, with the enhanced version, they've really added to the ambiance here, so maybe in the enhanced version there's something cool in there. But it has usually been, you go in there, you fight all that way, and there is very little payoff. Yeah, that's the cave that is under our home. And sometimes NPCs get stuck in there. It says, get some spider webs. Actually, I don't think there are any spider web to pick up in that particular cave. So why do people keep going there? Our NPCs are dumb. That's why. The biggest reason to go there, like I was saying before, is to get the brimstone for Steelfire. That guy can't figure out that the door's over here. Maybe because there's no stairs. Maybe I need to build my stairs here real quick. There we go. Alright, we did come out of there with some decent loot items, though. We've got Crimson Lotus Seeds, Leavening Plant Seed, and Frost Lotus Seeds. Those Lotus Seed potion, they're for potions, to grow the lotus and make potions out of, which, not a thing that I do too much. I usually just take those seeds and throw them into the fluid press for oil. We also got some silver bars. That'll be good when I start making my jewelry for people. Okay, and I'm just going to throw all this stuff into this box. Except these items. Okay. We have 75 wood. That is not enough wood. With another 126 on the way. Are our dryers still drying? Yes. I could just make more dryers and get a faster output that way. But I don't want a whole army of dryers. I just don't like how it looks. 2 is plenty. It gives us a chance to do other things while all that stuff cooks anyway. Back in my role-playing group, we had a room full, wall-to-wall with dryers. You just would go in there, throw all the wood down, throw all the bark down, and let it do its job. Drink a bunch of water from the stream real quick. Get all that cooking up. Honestly surprised I don't have any crystal anywhere in here yet. That's my first bit of crystal. I bet I can find somewhere cool to hang this banner in the tavern. Ooh, actually, I do. I know exactly where I want to go. Thing is, I don't know if I can reach it, but I want to be right under that window. Too far away. Okay, good. Trying to get it just right. Oh, is it blocking the window? I don't want it blocking the window. I have to go up and check. So you're gonna move into your city walls? Yes. Once I get everything built up, because where it's at right now is best for the smelting of iron and everything. It's right next to where all the iron is. If I move everything in here too fast, we'll have to make longer trips back and forth for those things. It's not blocking the window. Perfect. So once I get everything built up, then we'll move into the city. I could just leave that out there as like a little workhouse for my smelter. I might do that. I might not bring the smelter in. That might be like the smelter workshop. Smelter's out of town. Because then I just go out there, mine the iron, smelt it, grab the iron, bring it inside. That's not a bad idea. Not a bad idea at all. Wrong way. Go through that insulated wood pretty fast. Maybe I really should just make a whole bunch of dryers. Gonna move these around to the back of the building where they're all just gonna be in a line. Get some bark, get some wood. And get them started. In fact, I should make more. What do I need? Shaped wood. If I just let myself do this before and not been stubborn, we'd have so much more of this stuff on hand ready to go already. Entirely my fault. Dave says, but it wouldn't be as entertaining, though. I'm glad you think so. Let's head down here and kill these headhunters that are just downstairs, because we want those skulls for that new outfit bit. Oh, I should have fixed my sword first. Oh well, we'll be fine, I'm sure. Come on out, guys. Come on out. I know you're around here. Yeah.
Gods take you!
You're gonna take your head and your money Take your head and your clothes and your money. And I'm gonna take your head and your money. Perfect. Just climbing up the waterfall, nothing to see here. All right, let's go sell these skulls. After this, we might actually be up to like 1,000. And I want to double check the prices of the things. $220. Feel like we didn't get nearly as much that time. Okay. So yes, we need 2,000 for the scavenger fur armor, and then another 50 for the furring stalker. Then anything else here, like a hardened steel cage, those are all just kind of decoratives that I could do without. Do with or without. I just checked the quality of our armor, because after getting hit as much as we did down in that cave, I thought the armor would be trashed. It's actually holding up pretty well. I don't need to repair it. I do need to repair my sword. We are level 46. Have I unlocked the ability to make that bigger well yet? Because I don't know if I want it, but if I see it and I like it, then maybe I do want it. Where are they hiding the large well from me at? We have to be level 55 for the improved stove. Oh, but we can get the refrigerators. Preservation boxes. There it is. 49 for the large well. A lot of these cool outfits are all part of the DLC stuff, but we will be able to get this one still next. This comes with a few pieces. The Zamorian Thief outfit, the Aquilonian chest plate and such, which is very gladiator-esque, and the Stygian soldier helm and such. Which I actually like the chest plate of the Stygian soldier outfit when you dye it a different color. What benefits actually do we get from having the Mitran altar upgraded? We would get a different well. That one actually looks pretty cool. It's got like a statue in it. What I don't have in my town is room for a temple. Oh, yes we do. I know where we can put a temple. Oh, it's starting to get dark in the daytime. I think the sandstorm might be rolling by. But if we build a temple, put it up here. And put the temple up on top of this rock. It'll look down over the rest of the city. So then the question is, do we want a whole building for the temple, or do we want just like a little shrine up here that you have to like pilgrimage around to get to? Because it's too big to fit on this rock on its own. We would have to build something to hold it here. But then would we enclose it in or just have it standing like this? I don't think I want it to close in. Actually, I think I just want it to like stand on a balcony here. Be like an open air worship area. That would be pretty cool. And I might make it out of a different material as well. Like the reinforced stone. Something to think about. Would you build steps up to the temple? Yeah, because you have to have a pilgrimage walkway, right? I mean, we could also do an elevator. We could just do an elevator. Put the elevator like right there. Have it come up to there. And then you walk around and up the steps to this bit here. And come right here and then go up the stairs. And then when you're done, come back over here and ride the elevator down. Could just build steps off of this though and have it go up from here. Mom says steps would be real cool. Alright, Mom. If it would be real cool, I guess we have to do that. Is the sandstorm really not rolling by? Like, it is dark for the daytime. Is something happening? Or is it just overcast? Extend it from the wall, connect your walls up top, perhaps, maybe. Like, just build more of this city up this way. And so have steps go up here, continue with the wall and the steps up this way into a circle around that spot. And have, like, maybe a sitting area here for worshipers to stop at on their way up. Ooh, like a graveyard sort of a situation. This could be a graveyard! See, if we were going to do sorcery, we're not doing sorcery because my mother has asked me not to do the sorcery. So we're staying away from the sorcery. But if we were going to do sorcery, this is what I would do, is have those steps come up to this area, and we'd have a huge wizard's tower right here in this space. Yeah, we can totally. Oh, he wants to come in, but there's no steps on the other side. Just go around this way, guy. There's a whole walkway. Figure yourself out. There. Was the door in the way? The door was in the way. It has to open that way for him to get in. He was struggling. He'd been out there for a long time. We saw him earlier. Okay, now it's way dark. The sandstorm has to be rolling by for it to be like this, right? Has to be the sandstorm. Unless it's just getting nighttime. But that is definitely not nighttime. Yeah, there it is. There's our sandstorm. I'll just stop and watch it roll by. Okay, while it rolls by, I'm going to eat this lunch that my wife prepared for me forever ago. We'll just enjoy the sandstorm and have some lunch, you guys. Apologies for the eating ASMR. But that is a delicious wrap. My wife spoils me. Can see the volcano over there through the fog and everything. That's so cool looking. Over that way's the jungle. That structure there in the distance, kind of nestled into the sand there, that's the Sandblown Temple. Does anyone have any name suggestions for our female dancer? Mom says, what's that structure behind you? Looks like a black tower. That one right there? It is indeed a black tower. That is something left behind by the Giant Kings. We've been over there a few times, in fact. You just don't really recognize it because I don't look up when we get there. But there's one of the slave cages right at the foot of it there that we've been to many, many times. But yeah, it is just a large black tower. There's nothing we can really do with it. It's just a landmark. It does help me find my way home if I'm looking around the area and I don't see home. I'm like, oh, well, there's that tower. I know I live by there. Some of these, the black towers, have a fire on top of them. That's Death Whisper Ruins, which is not something we can actually go into, but the cave that we fought our way through does kind of go under Death Whisper Ruins, just a little bit. There's actually another cave entrance right over in this area. You can see the pirate camp there. That spot right there, that's a sacrificial altar that one of their sorcerers has set up. Much further back right there. That pit. struggling to do this with my hand not actually on the controller. But that pit right there, that's a pit of Yogg. There's a Dafari encampment right there. And there you can see that tower's lit up with its fire. Is the one behind me lit up? Let's look. Nope, no fire on that one. Now we can't really see the volcano itself, but you can see the lava forming off of it. You can kind of see some of the wintry mountaintop right there over that crest. We set up in a really good location for a view of things, though. We're kind of up high, able to look around and really see some stuff. When we build in a temple, that'll be even higher up. I really like the enhancements that Conan Enhanced has. I'm disappointed that they have no plans to move this to PlayStation. I really wish that they would do that. Because if my Steam Deck can handle it, the PlayStation 5 can absolutely handle it. Mom says, just wish I didn't have issues with vertigo. I'm sorry, Mom. Is this a bad view? Should I look elsewhere? Maybe we'll look more this way. A little more even. Or is it the moving night sky that's causing it? Because I get a little bit dizzy if I'm watching the night sky too much. Mom says, but when you're running around on the edge of cliffs, I have to look away. Oh, I see, I see. Yeah, Medusa doesn't really like how I jump off of cliffs either. I'm just like, here we go. Like right now, I'm gonna have to kind of hop down. We can walk. We can walk this way. All right, let's see if there's anybody new at the tavern for us to recruit today. Zingarn Archer 3. Hello. That's a Sumerian. She doesn't want to work for me. But she is decked out in that armor. This smelter too has been here for a long time. He is enjoying himself here. It's a shame she doesn't want to work for me. I would hire her even if she's just a fighter. All right, let's go see how much of our building supplies are ready to go. We're not going to do the temple now. We're going to keep focused on the inn. But yeah, I was thinking that when we were done, I was going to tear all this down and just move everybody inside, but I think leaving the carpenter, the smelter, and the tanner out here makes sense. Make this the workhouse that people have to not be in the city for. Because nobody wants a tannery in the city. Tanneries smell horrible. It's a good bit of resin on those. I think we can make a good bit of insulated wood. One of my people got into a fight. Who's fighting? Who's fighting where? Might not have been one of my people. These foundation pieces just cost so much. It's 6 insulated wood per, as well as 3 nails. No. Do I extend it out a little bit more that way? Yes. You take that tree down. Nope. I think just 2 more foundation pieces, and then I'll have my floor finished. It's going to be a very oddly shaped building, but I think we can do fun things with it. Looking to get maybe 1,000 bark to be able to split between those two more dryers. Gained a level from it. I think maybe 1 or 2 more trees. Ooh. I set my sword down to get it repaired, but I never picked it back up. I was about to go try and do some headhunting without a weapon. That was gonna go real bad.
I will feast upon you.
Gods take you! Die!
Drink your blood.
Taste death! Gods take you!
No, no, get out of there, get out of there.
Will be eaten.
Die!
They definitely gave me more trouble that time than they usually do. Oops. Get up the hill, please. It's not hard. Thank you. Yeesh. Okay, cancel what you're doing. 442. So craft mini. 442, so 222. Same over here. Okay, so that's making 221, and you're making a little less. But you're still making a lot. So, okay, good. That'll have that happen faster now. We're thirsty. We're gonna drink water from the well because we're posh like that. Wait, right, the heads. I was like, why am I going to town? Right, I'm not going to town. I'm going around the town. Dogs of the Desert, number 1, Leon. That's me. I'm the number 1. See, that time we got 440. It don't make any sense. The numbers don't map. But I'm not going to complain. It's giving me more sometimes, which puts us closer to our goal. Yeah, we'll move the well into the town when we're ready to do that. But then we'll replace it after we get that shrine built up and we can make the well with the statue. We're at 1,100. We're getting closer and closer. I have quite a bit of gold on me. What I'm gonna do, because the only place that I really use gold, really, is at the tavern. So I'm going to start putting my gold in a box at the tavern. Let's kind of tuck it in here behind the bar. I don't see anybody new. He's a smelter rank 1. That's not even worth it. Yeah, we'll just start keeping our money here at the tavern. Ooh, someone's here at date night. He's a carpenter. I don't need another carpenter. A Mitra priest. A Mitra high priest. Yeah, we actually do want a Mitra high priest. Give me my money. Give me my money. If we're gonna make that temple, we want a U. Alrighty, and you can just kind of meander around town because you have no jobs to do here yet. Are you just gonna stand there? Because you have that much no job to do? Alright, cool. Bye. You could sit down or something. Alright, alright. You know what you're doing. You know what you're about. Mom asks, is he dressed in green? No, that's blue. The Mitran priests always wear the blue rags. But we can dress him up however we want. We can make him wear what we tell him to wear. These hills just standing there. That's fine. You can just stand there if you want, but you don't have to. Mom says I'm colorblind. It's not just that. You're also watching on a tiny screen. I wish they had a better wedge shape for this. Instead of being like this. Because they have it for walls. They understand this shape. So why can't they use this as a ground piece? Oh well. Oh well. And Conan gonna Conan. Why? We're probably going to end up needing a lot more pillars for everything that I have in mind, but this is fine. AI viewers from Streamboo, no thank you. I prefer my viewers to actually want to be here and be people. I know that's a crazy concept for you. Because all of this floor is not going to get used. Unless I decide to make like a downstairs storage area. But for the most part, all of this floor is just here to help set the shape of the building. So I'm gonna have this be like a patio. So you'll come up the stairs here, and then I'll put the fence around this outer part here. We'll have an outdoor patio on this side and this side. And then the door is actually gonna be right on this part right here, and you step inside. And hopefully it'll be really cool. Okay, so I have quite a few nails right now and not very many insulated wood. And I need nails to make the improved blacksmith. So let's see if we have enough to be able to make that, and then we can go put it inside and start bringing our workers over. I don't have the bricks. Are you kidding me? 67 bricks in there and 152 there. Yeah, okay, there we go. I just wasn't close enough yet. I don't think I can set this right now because it's going to be too dark in here. Let's see. Now, it is a little bit away from the wall, and that's because of that gap. It keeps saying there's not enough contact with the ground. But we're never really going to come over here to where we can see that gap anyway, so this is fine. Barks at Moon, come with me. Do you have anything in your pockets? Okay, good. No. Follow me, Barks at Moon. Hello? There you are. Have you get to work right there. Now let's go get our blacksmith. I definitely need to put lights in that building. Problem is that I know exactly which ones I want to use and they require iron, and I keep putting my iron to other use. We're gonna say you don't need a weapon. We'll dismantle it for the iron. Thank you for upping your lurk, Z. I'm glad you're still here. Now we're gonna slow guy walk with everything from the dismantling bench back to town. Because the nice thing about the dismantling bench is not only does it take everything apart and then keep all of that stuff in it, it works as a really good storage for our workers to be able to pull materials from to make stuff. We don't need a whole bunch of boxes because we have this dismantling bench that holds all of the things that everybody's using. We got ads about to start in 15 seconds. Okay, let's see if we can tuck this into the corner over here. Perfect. And then I throw all this stuff back into this bench, except this. So it's just holding it for me. Oops, I didn't mean to dismantle a candle, but that's fine. See, now we can make the Lemurian sword if we had hardened steel. I don't know. I mean, okay, no, the health damage is 46. That's better than our sword right now, so it is an upgrade. 46 isn't terrible. Now, this is interesting. Even though it's so far away, our blacksmith bench here is still getting the bonus of having the blacksmith 3 on it. So I can continue to make my nails here. Let me just check something real quick. In order to make a nail, I need 2 iron bars. Is that any different on the improved table? It is. This only takes 1. Well, we're making our nails here from now on. In fact, I need to go stop them making what they're making over there so we can make twice as many. Blacksmith, stop what you're doing. Why is the buttons not working? There we go. Take everything off of here. Let's go ahead and even dismantle this bench. Oops. Take everything off of here. And dismantle this bench. And into town with all of it we go. Ooh, I got tired of carrying all this heavy stuff. Improved carpenter's bench needs more bricks, nails, shaped wood. Got the nails. Bricks and shaped wood I can make down the area. We just need 50 shaped wood. I don't really want this to stop making what it's making to do that, but I guess I'm going to do that. Just need to give it time to cook. That actually gave me a little bit of a jump scare. I wasn't ready for him to be right there.
Times I beg you, speak to me.
This is another bartender. We don't need a second bartender.
You set me free. Thank you.
The only reason to have a second bartender is if we were to build another base somewhere else with another barkeep in it. And I don't think we're going to do that, so I'm going to go ahead and let him go. That note I left behind that's called Salico's instructions. It leads to... Is it this tree? To that tree. Oh, Raggy. Okay, stay down for a second. Give me a moment to catch my breath. He was rude. Smacking me around with his shield. Okay, but what I was saying, those Salico instructions, they're the pirates' instructions to this treasure chest. And all it's ever got in it is a little bit of money. Sometimes it's got more money than this. But that's all it ever has in it is money. I guess the alchemist lab will also go in the inn along the kitchen area. Alchemy's a kind of cooking. Either that or I could put him in the temple area. Not sure where you're going to reside yet, friend. I'll have to give that more thought. I came down here to use the dismantling bench only to remember that it's not here anymore. Okay, see this? Okay, so on this carpenter's bench, I can make 411 insulated wood. But on the improved carpenter's bench, we can make 823. That's just better. That's just better. Are all my dryers still doing stuff? No, that's out of fuel. You've got plenty of fuel. Let's take this. We'll divide it up between these two guys over here. There we go. Gonna keep these. Dismantle all that. And these. Just kind of haphazardly drop this stuff off here because I got nowhere else to put it right yet. I told him to make nails, but I never actually turned the station on. Oops. Craft heavy padding is one of the things we have to do for our journey step, so let's get that done. And I'm actually eyeing these pants as my thing to build with it. Wear a heavy piece of armor, so yes, let's make these pants. They look so much better in the enhanced version. I can actually see that there's green stripes to them. That's so cool. And the spiky knee pads. The only thing is that my boots that I'm wearing don't match anymore. But I don't have enough material to make another set of. Because we don't have the thick leather. But I bet we have some at the tannery. And color-wise, the pants don't match the shirt we're wearing. But that's just coloring. We can change the coloring. Do I not know how to make dyes yet? Or is it... Oh, it's an alchemy. Okay. 50 tar. We've got the bricks. We just need the tar. There's our heavy leather and our tar. I'll take the regular leather while I'm at it. Also going to kill these animules and skin them for the basic hide, because basic hide is part of making our light armor. Sneaky hiding in the bush from me. Not sneaky enough. Okay, so now, oops, what am I doing? Hit our journey step, expert armorer, claim the rewards. Master armor is the next one. That's going to require crafting epic armor, which we cannot do until we are level 60. So that journey is a ways off. Hardened steel is actually within our reach, though. So is Master Mason. Build the siege cauldron, use the siege cauldron. We don't get much for that one. I'm not too worried about that one. Delver. I don't think we can do this one. I think this one is Isle of Sipta only. Because it requires Eldarium, and you don't get that on the Exiled Lands. Unless they made something where you can. To my knowledge, you cannot. That bit of cloud looks foreboding, but I think it's just clouds. Oh, oops. Technically, the dyeing station shouldn't be in here either, because just like the tannery, the dyeing places usually don't smell that great, but It's fine. It's a good use of this big wide open space we have. And at this moment, we don't have very many dyes. Isn't there a journey to go through doing some dye stuff? War Painter. Not quite the same thing. Oh, and the Artificer. Right. That's under smithing. Casting table. We have everything we need for it. Perfect. With the casting table, I really want to keep all this stuff together in this corner, but this is just too big. I guess we could fit it here facing inward. Yeah, that works for me. Okay, so we want anklet mold, bracelet mold, circlet mold, glass flask mold. I do wish that the stairs weren't transparent underneath, but that's okay. This part's so long. I think this might end up being where we have the restaurant and kitchen, is in this zone here. Hmm. Mm-hmm. That underside is gonna give me problems because I'm not putting down enough pillars to start with. Well, that's Barks and Moon just hanging out at the tavern. It's nighttime. He's allowed to get some time off. This is the same smelter. We don't have anybody new in yet? Another 3 blacksmith. I don't need another 3 blacksmith. I thought he had an eye patch. I don't think I need the pillar to be on the edge like that. I think I need them to be more in. Because the walls hold stuff up the way a pillar would. So if it's right on the edge, then I don't need the pillar. It's definitely messy, but I think that'll get the job done. I'm actually going to use a doorway here in case I do need to come down here to... Oh, that's not the doorway. But in case I do need to get underneath and put more pillars in or something like that, we'll have that access. Oops. So we're gonna have walls out this way. And I want this to be like an open patio area, but maybe I don't. Maybe I want it on this side. Maybe I don't want an open patio at all. Maybe I don't want an open patio at all. That doesn't feel like even half of the nails I asked you to make. But it did kind of get caught up making other things, and I think it took the iron from the nails to do that. There we go. We got 1,140 of these on the way now. Just a matter of waiting it out. I need my smelters to smelt some more iron. The only issue with having changed to these pants is that it changes our carry amount. Because the pants that I was wearing before gave me a bonus. These give me a bonus to health though, so... And they're much stronger armor. It wants me to craft an iron circlet, so we're doing that. Ta-da. Access or place a dryer's bench. We've got that right here. Craft a dye. And we need bottles of water for that. I think I have bottles of water on our alchemy bench. Oh, it's getting overcast again. Yep, there's our friend, the storm cloud, the sandstorm. I'm just gonna let him go by. I'm not gonna watch him this time. And we got lots of water here. Hmm. Plant fiber and desert berries. That's two different colors. We've got Cimmerian blue and green. And in fact, I think they have several versions of green that we can make with that now. So I'm going to make one Cimmerian blue. I could also make a bright purple. I don't like that though. Blighted green is way too bright. Faded green. Dirty yellow. Forest green. Just green. Let's do a couple of forest greens. Couple of light Cimmerian blues. Now dye a piece of armor. So let's go with this guy first. And actually, I want to make a black dye. Perfect. We're going to dye the vest black and the scarf Cimmerian blue. Okay, okay. Now we take our pants. Make this. Ooh, I need another black. I can make exactly one more black. Perfect. Make this black. And the scarf, the Cimmerian blue. There we go. It looks like it's supposed to go together now. It all matches. And then we take the seeds over here to the fluid press. Get them squished. Got this berry pulp in here. This blue colored pulp squeezed from desert berries is used to make wine. Or you can just drink it as it is. Delicious berry juice. You know what, let's make that one a window. Instead of the open air patio, so it's going to be like that. We'll have some seating right here where you can look out at the tavern. Because I decided I didn't love the open air patio look. You don't need to connect to that one. I promise you can connect to this one. I promise you can connect to this one. That's okay then. No, that's not going to work the way I want. Never mind. Don't play with weird shapes. Don't play with weird shapes. Okay. So you walk inside, and we're gonna have like a greeting table right here set up. And then you go to the left. This will be like a lounge, the way that it's more open. Because it's small. It's small. It's long, but there actually doesn't feel like there's as much space here as there's going to be on this side. So this side's going to be the kitchen. And then further in the back, we're going to have the stairs that go up to the next floor. Yeah, doesn't that outfit look so nice now that we got it all dyed correctly and everything looks like it matches? You wouldn't know that those are two different outfit parts, the way we colored them up. We got a dancer in here. Do you want to work for me? She does! Now, you're actually not going to work in the bar. You're going to work in the... Well, you're going to work in the bar for now. But when it comes time, you're going to work in the inn. In the lounge area. For now, you get to dance in front of fire. She doesn't have the top skirt part. I think I have an extra one of those. And if not, we can make one. We can make one. Let's unlock the war paint knowledge so that we can do these steps, even though I'm not really a fan of the war paint. I'm really not. But doing these steps gets us some free dyes. Craft an inking brush, easy to do if I go to the right table. Craft a war paint. I wonder if we can make the one that we got from the bazaar. This one. Scythe. Takes a purple dye. What do I need to make purple? I can make royal purple, but it wants specifically purple dye. Requires false mandrake. Don't drop the food. I need you to eat it. False mandrake. Isn't that... I think that grows mostly by Seppermaru. Look at that. Those torches do a pretty good job of lighting up this part of the store. Got back just as the doors closed. You're still here and still don't want to work for me. Rude. Rude, but I get it.
What can I get you?
We can buy ale, wine, mead, absinthe, jungle rum, water, and food from her. Oh, excuse me. Barks and Moon, excuse me. Thank you. Upgrading to this workbench was a great move. She's able to make so much more insulated wood now. One minute, there's something in my eye. Gotta take care of that. Alrighty. Our inn is starting to take shape. I've been pretty quiet here on this end of things, just really kind of focused on what I'm doing. I'm not going to go hunting after that false mandrake. We'll make a different war paint. Mostly because I'm just not sure where I'd even find it. We've got things right here we can make. We got war paint at home. Not going to McDonald's for war paint. Forgotten Clan's not a bad one. I'm not really a fan of any of the war paints, so that's not true. There are some really good ones for the Yamatai DLC. They're all like cool dragon Yakuza type stuff. It's much better than most of these. Now we got blue on us. Here, let's get a better look. It's not the worst. It's not the best. I'm fine with it. But most importantly, it got our journey step done. We got some free dyes, free random colors. Quite a bit of greens. I'm happy with that. Faded blue, orange, some purple. Yeah. Got some good colors in that mix. Our doors need doors. It's been long enough. Let's put the doors on. Finish that step. There we go. I might just leave this here. Put the door in it. It's like I said, I might make it downstairs storage anyways. This will be like where people bring deliveries in through the back. As well as, I keep saying, I want these walkways to be like, this is where the guards of the city would patrol. So I want these walkways open. And then I want passages into the buildings from these walkways so that the guards have easy access to get in there and do their jobs. Okay, I only have 48 nails ready right now. We actually have more insulated wood for a change. Well, let's get some of this finished up. The ground floor is almost complete. And see, I'm going to have it go up. And then the upper floor will actually, like this part where it's chunked in. I want there to be the floor above right here. But maybe not directly. Maybe we'll do, well, not that one. But and then with ramps, go across the top with ramps. Okay, I know what I have in mind. It'll work for the long run. I think the idea is really that I just need this floor to be up 2 walls, because I don't like it when it's I don't like it when this is all the space you got. That is not comfortable. That's claustrophobic. So I needed to be another layer up at least. At least. Oops. But I think we've made some good progress today. I think we're going to go ahead and call it here. Let's see who we're going to raid out to. Dave says, thanks for a great stream. Thanks for being here, Dave. I appreciate you being here. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Because I know the building streams can be a little monotonous, especially when I get real quiet. I'm just focused on what I'm doing. So I appreciate you hanging out for all that. We're going to raid Bunny McSmokes again. She was fun. I had a good time hanging out in her stream. She's on playing some more Conan, so I want to see what she's gotten up to. They're playing with mods too, which I have not yet touched any of the mods in Conan. We might get to doing that after we get through all of the vanilla stuff. And then I'll look and see what else there is. But for me, it's just kind of cool seeing what's out there. Yes, we're going to raid into Bunny McSmokes again. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here, for all of the support. I truly appreciate it. Mom says, are you going to name your S? I'm imagining she's saying city. Yes, but I'm not sure what yet. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. I will see you all in the next adventure. Farewell for now, my friends.